Hi, everyone. My name is Derven Polar, and welcome to Coffee and Catch Up. With me today is Renee Murray, Senior Manager, Investment Services. Hi, Renee. Thank you for joining me for Coffee and Catch Up. How are you doing?
I'm good, Derven. How are you?
I am good. Thank you so much. We've been speaking now for a while about our top performing unit trust products, and from time to time we hear so much about stocks and bonds, but we don't hear much about unit trust products. Can you give me a little bit more about unit trusts and what they are?
Sure. And unit trust products are actually becoming a more popular investment vehicle. It's one where investors pool their money together, invest in that unit trust fund, and then the investment managers utilize that money now to purchase other assets. So those same stocks, bonds, certificate of deposit, those assets are purchased through that investment vehicle.
Tell me more about this Jamaican short-term income fund.
So the Jamaican Dollar Short-Term Income Fund is more of a low risk, I would say more shorter term type of fund. So if, for example, you have some cash and you're looking to pay a deposit on a house in a 1 to 2 year period, you're saving some money towards buying a car, business owner, you have some cash, you want to invest it until you fund a transaction in that 1 to 2 year, this fund could be good for you. And why I say that is because even though there is some room for the fund value, your investment value to increase, the fluctuations in the prices are pretty modest. So there will be a little bit of fluctuation, but nothing too crazy. And in addition to that, investors can also benefit from quarterly income payments. So you're getting that income stream. If you want to take the cash or reinvest it in the fund, that's up to the investor.
Okay, so there are two ways to earn from this fund then. That increase in the price.
Yes.
And that quarterly income.
Right, that's exactly correct.
Okay, so if that's the case with a short-term income fund, how is the US dollar index fund different?
Derven, I'm glad you mentioned this fund because it is actually a very unique fund. Despite the name, it's actually a Jamaican dollar denominated fund. And I want you to walk with me here. So investors take their Jamaican dollars, invest it in the fund, and then the fund uses that now to buy US dollar denominated investments, or what we call USD linked investments. So that way, investors are actually getting exposure to the US dollar currency without having to go and convert their money to US dollar, without having to worry about, okay, is this a right time to buy USD or not? Without having to worry about even thinking about which US dollar investment am I going to buy? Because this fund, by the very nature of it, also provides that diversification play where investors get exposure to assets from various regions, from various countries.
We've spoken about the short-term income fund, Jamaican dollars, and the US dollar indexed fund. But how can you use these funds as an investor to be a part of a portfolio?
It is always advisable that you have a portfolio that is balanced. So you have on one end some lower risk, shorter term type of funds. So at Scotia Investments, we have, for example, a money market fund that could be ideal for investors that have these types of goals. You keep it liquid, use it for your day-to-day and emergencies. You have somewhere in the middle, kind of more, your medium-term goals. So as I mentioned, if you're looking to save towards buying a car in a couple of years, if you're looking towards saving a deposit for a house in a couple of years, you will have kind of more your short to medium term, not as risky type funds that kind of sit in the middle. And then you also have kind of at the other end of the spectrum now, something for your long-term goals, right? Okay. You just have a child and you need to start saving for university because we know in this economy, right? Right. So you have your longer term goals. So perhaps like an equity fund, or Scotia Premium Growth Fund, for example, is a good example of that, where you can look to have. So it's a balanced basket of investments, a balanced basket of funds that will help you to meet your investment goals, all of your investment goals along your journey.
If you have any questions, please reach out to one of our investment advisors so that we can guide you along the way. catch up with you soon.